One of my most popular videos was when I took my carry-on bag and removed the crummy wheels that were on there and replaced them with inline skate wheels. 5 years and 50,000 or more miles later, this bag is still going strong. If you're interested in this build or repair, I'll post a link down below and up there where the eye is. I think it's up there. Some of the feedback I got from this video was, is there a kit I could use? Maybe I don't have access to an old pair of inline skates. Well, another opportunity presented itself. Here is my wife's computer bag, and these wheels are even worse than the ones on the carry-on bag. But the bag is in great shape. So we're gonna take this kit that I bought on Amazon. I'll post the details down below if you're interested. And we're gonna replace these crummy plastic wheels with these awesome almost skateboard wheels. The only other tools you'll need is a hacksaw and a screwdriver, Phillips head, narrow. So let's go to a top-down shot and I'll show you the last few steps in finishing off this project. Here's what comes with the kit. 2 Allen wrenches, which you'll use to put the axles on, and some washers. Pretty simple. And the wheels. Once you've hacksawed the axle through, you'll have the little ends pop off like this, and you can just throw those away. I'm using the screwdriver to just poke through the solid shaft of the axle. And here's the old wheel. I mean, look at this thing. You get a nice bag, and they're gonna cheap out on the wheels. Are you kidding me? And as bad as that wheel is, this wheel's even worse. Look at that. That's crummy. You want to measure 2 things on these wheels. For reference, this is the inline skating wheel that I had before. That's not gonna fit in there without a lot of issues, unless you've really worn one of these things down. The dimension of the wheel is 18 millimeters. This has got a little more of an arc to it than that flat spot. And I got it slightly bigger than this, assuming that it had worn down a little bit. And that looks like it's gonna fit in there well with those washers. So once the wheels are off, you're gonna have to go in here and take the bag out. And most of these bags have some sort of zipper so that you can access the wheels. So let's turn it around here, see if we can get this all the way open for you to see. And there's the 2 axles right there. These kits come with 2 different length axles, so you want to make sure you get the right one. This is so much easier than the other one. Now see, you got some wobbly there, and that's where the washers come into play. I had a situation here where the top of the bolt wasn't fitting exactly flush there, so I took a straight cutter and just trimmed away some of this extra plastic on both sides carefully. You don't want to do too much of it so that it would land nice and flush. And I decided to use the short axle. And then I'm going to take a wet one here and just clean that out because it's all dirty. After a little bit of wrangling, I was able to get a washer on either side. There's a little bit of play in there, but I'm not too worried about it. It's a lot less than the play that was there in the original wheels. So I think that's going to be fine. Now you just turn it over and put the other side in. It's got a little bit of blue stuff on there, and that's a Loctite. You might have to trim some of the cordage away so you have access to the axle. Be patient and you'll eventually seat that other side that screws into the shaft. It will get in there. Now I'm just tightening it up a little bit more. I'm glad I only did 2 washers. Wheels replaced. Now just do the same thing to the other side and this repair is done. Here's a pro tip for you. If for some reason you're having problems sliding that washer in like I did, just take some double-sided tape, a small piece that's taped to the outside, and that will hold it just enough so that when you slide the axle in, this one's easy because you just put it on with your finger. Make sure the flat side is on the inside. Carefully. Look at that. Gosh, that just goes in. Once you got that in place and it's not going anywhere, you can just pull the double-sided tape right out like that. Oh, I wish I would have done that from the beginning. It would have made things so much easier. Sometimes you got to do things a couple times before you figure out the easiest way. Now everything's in place. Zip the liner back up. We'll put the attachment in here. And the inside is ready. Just look at those wheels. Beautiful! And they are going to last forever. Certainly 2 or 3 times as long as those did. These leftover axles and washers, you can save those for another project. If this is just like a one-off and you're not doing a lot of fixing, then you can just throw them away. Of all the fixes on my channel, replacing wheels on luggage is one of the easiest things to do. So instead of buying a new bag, save yourself some time and money, keep the old one that's in pretty good shape with some solid wheels that are gonna last probably 10, 15 years. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of home repairs and fixes, designs of all kinds, making and breaking things, I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what fixes you're gonna see.